Hello there, and welcome once again to Building the Ark Show with yours truly, Rose Shiku. This is a podcast where we focus on ourselves. We talk about personal growth, self building, and personal development. Building the Ark is about hope, encouragement, transformation, and living life to the fullest with purpose and intention. Thank you for tuning in once again. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and tell a friend. Today's topic is called the environment. What is the environment? It is your surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant operates. It's your home, it's your territory. The environment is where we live. So we need the environment. We live in the environment. Humanity's entire life support system depends on the well-being of all environmental factors. If you look at a plant needs the right environment to grow and to flourish. So we want to look at the environment in relation to our own personal growth and self-development. What does the environment look like in regards to personal growth and self-development? It's four things. Number one, physical environment. You do as they do. Number two, it's mental environment. You think as they think. Number three is emotional environment. You feel as they feel. Number four is spiritual environment. You believe as they believe. So the environment has a great influence over you because you tend to do as they do, think as they think, feel as they feel, believe as they believe. Your behavior and personality is shaped and molded by the environment that you are in. It controls your thinking. It controls your perspective. Have you ever heard of phrases like, we don't do that here? It has never been done. No one in your family has ever done that. Those are things that your environment says. And you grow up tending to think that way because that's what the environment is saying and releasing into the atmosphere. That's what it's doing. That's what it's speaking. That's what you're hearing. That's what you're feeling. We want to look at the wrong environment. By wrong environment means you're not growing as a person. This environment is not befitting your personal growth and development. So how do you know you're in a wrong environment? Because it's not going to be written in a big sign in black and blue and red that, hey, you're in the wrong environment. No. So how do you realize you're in the wrong environment? There's a preacher in Kenya, my country of Kenya. Shout out to my people of Kenya. And he says, Jiite kamkutano. What that means is call yourself for a meeting. So you call yourself for the meeting. You yourself are in the meeting. But basically what he's saying, you have to self-evaluate. You have to look at your life and evaluate. So for you to know if you're in a wrong environment, you have to self-evaluate. But how are you going to know you're in this wrong environment? Number one, you are not growing. You're not advancing in life. You're not getting better. You're not building a better version of yourself. You're just stagnant. You're not moving. You're not going anywhere. Number two, you have a negative attitude. You're always seeing the negative, the bad side of things, never the bright side. So if someone comes and tells you, oh, you look amazing today, you'll be like, thank you, but I don't like the color of this dress. Oh, it was so cheap. Or a compliment is made of someone else and you'd be like, yeah, but then, and you put something negative about them. Like you can never ever see the positive. Every positive affirmation has to come with a negative from you. Number three, you do not have your own mind or your own stand on things. That means you follow the opinion of others. You're easily swayed. So if you wake up in the morning and the environment says, we're going right, you go right, without even finding out the why, the benefits, the results, or the outcome. There was one time a friend of mine, we were talking, and she mentioned that a certain girl was quorum property. So I asked her, what do you mean by quorum property? So she said, oh, this girl is from this neighborhood. She walks with a certain crowd, dresses like them, speaks like them, goes wherever they're going. So basically she was saying that this girl does not have her own mind. She does not have her or her own self-identity. Her identity is this crowd. She thinks like them, moves with them, dresses with them. So she is quorum property. She does not have her own mind or her own stand on things. Number 4, you are unstable. Whatever you start, you do not complete. You cannot keep a job. You cannot keep a commitment. Your mind is always undecided. You basically do not know what to do. You're in the wrong environment. Number 5, wrong and hasty decisions. Decisions where you later regret, you suffer bad consequences, you produce losses and bad results. Nothing basically is working out. And these are decisions that you make over and over and over again, because once in a while we make a wrong decision. But if a wrong decision is your everyday life, you're in the wrong environment. Let's turn to the Word of God and look at the book of Psalms, chapter 1. What does it say about being in the wrong environment and being in the right environment? Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked. My own translation, with who does not walk with the wicked. That means who is in the wrong environment. Or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers. Verse 2. But whose delight is in the law of the Lord, that is in the right environment. My own translation once again. And who meditates on his law day and night. Verse 3. That person in the right environment is like a tree planted by the streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. They are prospering, they are growing, they are yielding fruit. Verse 4. Not so the wicked, that is a person in the wrong environment. They are like chaff. The wind blows them away. These people are not stable, they do not flourish. So if you realize you're in a wrong environment, what do you do? 2 things you can do. You can break out of the environment, or you can break the environment. What does it mean to break out? To break out means to leave, to make changes. It just means walking away. You walk away from hindrances, setbacks. You could be walking away from a company of people, a habit, a lifestyle, wrong choices that do not produce growth. So self-evaluate yourself. See what is working and not working. For example, if you're a student and if you realize, since I started hanging out with this crowd or with these people, I'm not doing well in class, I'm failing, then you need to walk away from those people. So break out of the environment if you want a change in your life, if you want to see personal growth in your life. The other one is break the environment. What happens if you cannot get out of the environment? You cannot just get up and walk away because there's so many limiting factors. Maybe it's a neighborhood where you live. You can break it. What does that mean? Defy the odds. Make a difference. Be the first person to achieve what they said could not be done. There was a girl who lived in a very remote area in my nation of Kenya. And that place is a certain tribe that they believe that girls should not be educated. So once they're done with their primary schooling, which we call elementary, also in America, they would not go to high school. They were groomed for marriage, and they even had an arranged marriage. So she wanted to go to school, pursue high school, pursue university. But she could not because the environment did not allow that. But she kept pushing and kept asking her dad. But her dad was so afraid of the environment. What will people say? What will the leaders say? What will the chief say? I cannot allow you to go to school because this is not what we do. You're supposed to be getting ready for marriage. But she kept pushing, and the dad spoke on her behalf. And they went back and forth with the leaders because it was not an easy decision to make. But they finally allowed her to go to school. She finished her high school and she pursued university and came all the way to the United States of America. After she finished her 4-year degree, she went back to her same neighborhood, built a school for girls so that they can further their education. What did she do? She broke the environment. She made a difference. She defied the odds. So if you find yourself in the wrong environment, you can either break out of it or you can break that environment. Thank you for listening. Join us again next week for another episode where we continue on this journey of personal growth and personal development. Please remember to share, subscribe, forward the link, tell a friend, leave a comment. But stay safe out there, keep healthy, and stay in the right environment. This has been yours truly, Rose Shiku, with Building the Ark. Be intentional, reevaluate, and implement.